Well, Stacey, almost every Republican presidential candidate was right here in this room in Des Moines making a pitch directly to Iowans tonight. This room now cleared out. A lot of those candidates are here hosting reception suites with people. But earlier, this crowd was full in the Iowa Event Center, and there were some fiery moments. Candidate Will Hurd was booed off the stage when he attacked Donald Trump on stage. The former president, Donald Trump himself, took the stage speaking directly to Iowans. But overall, almost every candidate had the chance to talk directly to crowds here. And I'm actually joined now by the Republican Party of Iowa Chair, Jeff Kaufman. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, man. A pleasure to be with you.
And now that this event is over, of course, it is, I believe, the first campaign event with the largest number of Republican candidates to speak. What stood out to you? What do you think stood out to Iowans about this event today?
It was very clear to me that every single one of these candidates had thought had dug deep in terms of what do I want to discuss? What do I want to emphasize? And I was also impressed that they talked directly to the crowd. It's almost like you feel their eyes, they were piercing. And this is exactly what we're supposed to do. I mean, this is Iowa as a first of the nation. Throw out your message. The crowd can reject it, they can accept it, or they can further consider it. This was just a wonderful night. We're excited about it. I've lost my voice and I didn't even speak that much.
A lot of talking tonight. And of course, this was the first time that we saw former President Donald Trump appear, at least alongside back-to-back some of his other competitors. And he's hinted that he may not participate in the first Republican debate next month. You know, what does that mean for the Iowans tonight that may have gotten a rare opportunity to see some of the candidates that pitch themselves as an alternative to Donald Trump alongside the former president himself?
This is the result of when a political party in Iowa, the Iowa Republican Party, has said we are going to be the neutral arbiter. We are going to try our best to have all of these messages out there and let the people decide. That's what a grassroots party does. That's what tonight was all about. I couldn't be more thrilled. I don't know if he'll debate or not, but you know what? He was with the Republican Party of Iowa tonight, along with 12 other fantastic candidates.
Well, Republican Party of Iowa Chair Jeff Kaufman, thanks so much for joining us and talking with us today. There's still a little bit more than 5 months away until Iowa's First in the Nation caucuses, so we'll have a lot to track as we get closer to that. For now, live from Des Moines, Amanda Brooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Thank you.